The fact is that I'm 99% sure that Viktor Gyökers will be a Manchester United player. The fact is that Fabrizio Romano dropped this bomb as well yesterday. And also the fake news reports that Viktor Gyökers is furious and angry with Sporting Lisbon for not honoring the transfer agreement that they had. Guys, this is a smoke without any substance. Guys, welcome back to Mufc Realist TV and the Daily Bomber. As per usual, you've probably woken up and you've probably seen the tweets that Viktor Gyökeres is super angry with Sporting Lisbon and the breaking down of the gentleman's agreement. I'm going to talk about that cool and composed. I'm going to give you my information, what I got, and at the end of the day, we're going to apply logic and reasoning to it as well. And we're going to also look into what Fabrizio Romano said that. Guys, stick around. We're also going to talk about Zubammendi potentially snubbing Arsenal, going to Real Madrid, and no other than Alejandro potentially going to Arsenal or Chelsea. Guys, like and subscribe as per usual. Let's ride this bullet. Let's get right into the show, shall we?
And Garnacho!
Has the Premier League ever been more challenging?
Will you be in the dugouts at Old Trafford on Sunday? I will be here. Definitely.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go, people. Welcome to the Daily Transfer Bomber with Mick Ruby from Mufc Realist TV. Yet again, a daily update what's going on there in the world of transfers and Manchester United. Guys, if you saw it yesterday, you wouldn't believe it if I told you, but there was a lot of reports flowing around from Sporting, from the report in Portugal to say that if Viktor Gyökeres is furious with Sporting for not honoring the agreement to allow a move for 60 plus 10 add-ons. They were valued now on 80 million. The player has removed references to Sporting on his Instagram. This comes from no other than Record Portugal. Now let's talk about that cool and composed, because we've got a lot of things to unpack in this video. As per reported, Manchester United have been speaking to Viktor Gyökeres' agency camp for a very, very long time. They have a very outstanding relationship with Sporting, so they're well informed, well aware about the release clause. For Manchester United, I can tell you, I can confirm that the release clause for Manchester United is £55 million plus 10 million add-ons. So I don't really believe what's going on here. Really, Sporting, Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, Sporting, there is simply a negotiation what's going on behind the scenes. Now, instead of me waffling around, I want to share the screen so you can see what's going on. Let me just bring this to this stage, guys. Let me just bring this to this stage. Let me just find it and let me share it and let me add this to the stage. This is Viktor. This is what's going on. This is the transfer bomber of today. Viktor Gyökeres is furious with Sporting not honoring the agreement to allow a move for 60 plus 10 in add-ons. They now value him on 80 million. The player has removed references to Sporting from his Instagram. This is according to Record Portugal. My response is, did it occur to you that he said goodbye to Sporting? He had a gentleman's agreement. He said goodbye to the fans. He waved goodbye on his final, and his new destination will be ... It is simply a club-to-club negotiations. Now, let me know your thoughts and feelings, because I've been digging some around and I can tell you that this is fake news. This is Record Portugal just picking up snippets and putting it out there potentially, because Manchester United are currently in club-to-club negotiations. There's no talks begins. Talks has been going on for months and months and months, as per reported on this channel and on my Twitter timeline. It's a matter of fact when it will happen. It's not about if it's going to happen. Manchester United simply were informed by the agents camp, by Sporting itself, what is the price. So Manchester United currently now had positive talks, as part of positive talks to understand the situation. And let me also reiterate you, Viktor Gyökers was always on Manchester United's transfer radar with Liam Delap. So as per said in my past streams, the plan A with Champions League football was to get Viktor Gyökeres as the prime target striker, and number 2 striker would be Liam Delap as an understudy. Now, of course, we didn't get Champions League, and Fabrizio Romano was saying, 100% he was saying that he was 99% sure that if Manchester United would have got the Champions League, they will have Viktor Gyökeres right here, right now. So this is confirmed from the transfer beacon himself. Fabrizio Romano says 99 convinced that Manchester United would have closed the deal to sign Sporting Lisbon striker Viktor Gyökeres if they won Europa League. However, they didn't. So they went for the plan B. Basically, they let go of Liam Delap. Liam Delap is going to Chelsea, but the striker remained unchanged. It is Viktor Gyökeres. It's all in or nothing here. So you wonder, like, why all these clubs has been turned away, walk around. You know, we've seen that Arsenal is going for more in terms of Benjamin Siska. There's advanced deals. He said personal team terms not a problem. That's going to happen, in my opinion, because I've been speaking to his agent as well, Elvis Bosanovic, meaning, Sesko's agent by this chance. So listen, at the end of the day, for me, I wouldn't say that I am 99% sure, right? I am more on the 90% percentile in the hot meter. Basically, what I'm hearing from the agency camp, from certain intermediates, from certain top-tier journalists, and some other journalists are just, retweeting, looking at what we are saying and just using AI and copy and paste. But however, I think that it is more, or my understanding, it is more of club-to-club negotiations going on at the moment. We understand that the price is £55 million for Viktor Gyökeres for a certain club like Manchester United Premier League club, plus 10 add-ons. Now, for him removing Sporting, yes, they might be a little bit cheeky right now. Sporting might be pushing for a little bit more money, but it is simply negotiations tactics. I believe that Manchester United will pay about £60 million plus 10 million add-ons in order to do the amortization, because the 55 million is the release clause, which you probably have to pay up front. Now, Manchester United are well known and well versed to do the negotiations, to throw in extra little bit money so they can actually split it up in 3 to 4 to 5 installments. So this is exactly what's going on, is per my understanding and what I've been told. Viktor Gyökeres is currently on holiday. He's chilling. He's not angry. He's quite happy to enjoy his life. And he's currently visiting Stockholm, Sweden, Skärgården, what I've been told as well, just enjoying and waiting what's going to happen. He said yes to Manchester United. He's already said to Ruben Amorim, I will come. But he's also been told that Manchester United are in direct club-to-club negotiations to sort out the payment structure, the image rights, and everything that comes with the player as well. So keep your eyes on that price. I believe that it's going to be happen, but I believe it's also going to happen within the 1st of July, because that's the new PSR rules. Manchester United are simply not in a rush, and the player is not in a rush either. The same thing goes with no other than Mbuemo as well. Today is the deadline day. Today is where the transfer window shuts because of the Club World Championships going on. But that doesn't mean that you have to sort of close the deal today, because a lot of people are saying it's going to happen today. It might be happening, but there is a little bit of complication. It's called negotiations. Personal terms has been agreed. Player wants to Manchester United. He agreed the salary on 175 plus a couple of add-ons as well if he achieves his key performances indexes. It's simply the club trying also to negotiate the best deal, like in terms of what will be the installments, what is the player's image right, how will that be transferred. It doesn't happen on the flick of a light switch like that. It takes time. And then, of course, I wouldn't be worried, because I've been told 100% he's coming. There's no other chance. Even if Thomas Frank was announced, there's no chance. If he would have loved to play for Thomas Frank, he would stay where he was, but there's no chance, in my opinion. So we are looking at Bryan Mbuemo. Here we go very soon, but don't expect it to be today. If it happens today, that'd be some news to celebrate. On another hand, we're going to talk about Alejandro Garnacho. There is one player that will finance everything, and he is set to either be going to a Premier League club. He said that he wants to prefer to stay in England. So Chelsea is the one to watch, and also Arsenal. As a fan, I wouldn't either sell Garnacho to either of them to strengthen them. But if he goes to Arsenal, that would be such an amazing signing for them. He will definitely bench Martinelli all day long. Let me know your thoughts and feelings regarding that. There is also other suitors like Bayer Leverkusen, of course, and there's some Italian clubs as well. Napoli is still there. But Manchester United is simply looking to get as much as they can. So do expect a bidding war for Garnacho as well. In terms of how can Manchester United afford this? Well, Manchester United currently are saving up to 70 million in a year per wages because the departure of Victor Lindelof, Eriksen, the departure of Marcus Rashford, there's so many players leaving. So Man United might look up saving up the entitled wage bill over well over 100 million. That means that you can utilize that money to sign players as well. In terms of Zubammendi, in terms of what Zubammendi and Arsenal, well, that deal, I'm sorry, Gunnar fans, you already lined up that deal in the beginning of, I think it was an April mail that came out that Zubammendi to Arsenal agreed personal terms, not a problem. But now Real Madrid has come in and knocked on the door and potentially turning the head of Zubammendi. Guys, imagine that biggest hijack if that happens. In transfer windows, nothing is a done deal until the player signs the contract and holds up the shirt. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm a big fan of transfers, and I'm amazed how things can move in this transfer window. So keep your eyes on Zubammendi. I guess a lot of Arsenal fans are nervous, including Benjamin Sesko. And now Al Hilal, as I've been reporting, are also now trying to convince Benjamin Sesko, including Jadon Sancho, including Viktor Gyökeres, simply desperate since they've been snubbed by Bruno Fernandes and also Victor Osimhen. I call them Al Hilarious without any respect because they don't have a long-term vision. For them, they are desperate to get players in to participate in their World Club Championship. And that's about it. They just want to shiny toy to sort of impress in the tournament. And a lot of players are not fancy that. Anyway, let me know what you think at the end of the day. I just want to round this up. As per usual, I don't tend to do long streams. This is the morning show. Please do not super chat because this is me just going over the chat, but do give us a like and subscribe, potentially a super sticker, whatever, if you do like this kind of format of contact, short and sweet news and update. And we will be back with a lengthy stream where we cover everything as a community. Guys, do not forget to like and subscribe as per usual, and let me know your thoughts. Do you think it's fake news what's coming out that Viktor Gyökeres is angry? I certainly say so. What is the percentage hotometer that he will join Manchester United? I currently, me personally, put it on 90 percentile. Anyway, this has been Mick Ruby, Mufc Realist TV. See you to the next time. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Peace. I'm out of here. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials. I'm 99% convinced, according to Fabrizio Romano.